Today on BPC All Access, we have special guest, China Hudson, and she sits down with your host, RG Perdue.
I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So, Miss China, it's about time we had an opportunity to sit down and learn about everything that you do and what you are involved in.
Yes.
We hear so much about your involvement in, Clark County with the youth, with ladies, African dance,
Yes.
singing, poetry. So I'm gonna let you just let us into your world.
Well, currently, right now, my big project that I have going on is our mentorship program, which is called Sisters in Society Taking Action Girl Rite of Passage program.
Okay.
It's an African-based traditional mentoring program where we teach the young women, how to become women of African descent. We're keeping our heritage alive, and we're just teaching the fundamentals of what it means to be a Black woman in today's world. So that's my huge project that will go into the end of December.
So was that connected to a show that I went to go see you at? Was
Yes.
that Give Her the Mic?
Give Her the Mic was our very first fundraiser
Okay.
to raise funds. A lot of times the program suffers because we don't have the resources that I would like to do different things for the program. This year, I wanted to provide the program for free.
Mhm.
So we were able to sponsor 7 young women to the program
Oh, that's
for
big.
free. We were able to buy some supplies that were needed for the young ladies in order for them to come every week to do what it is that they need to do.
Okay, so with Give Her the Mic, you had 8 lovely ladies.
Phenomenal women.
I mean, I'm like,
Phenomenal.
I had an opportunity to go to the show, be at the show, to see
Yes.
and partake in
Yes.
what was going on. And
Yes.
let me just tell you, you opened a new door in my life, a new chapter of something that
yes.
I've been missing.
Thank you. Thank you.
And a lot of the guys that was with me, they felt the same way. We were like, where have we been? Where's the talent and the artistry, the entertainment
Yes.
like this been? And it was unique because you had 8 women doing 8 different things.
Yes.
Even though they were some were spoken words, some were rappers, singers, it was still different.
Yes.
And we were all entertained. There was not one moment to where you wasn't entertained.
I'm the blessed one. I want to thank you for coming out and supporting the cause in the show
Most
and saying
definitely.
yes to the vision and not necessarily yes to Miss China. And those phenomenal 8 women that were there, they gave me the opportunity to just sit back and enjoy their artistry. As an artist, you like to see other artists do their work. It's iron sharpens iron.
Right.
And so, in order for me to be at the top of my game as an artist, I have to surround myself with the best. And those women were literally the best spoken word artists and MCs and hip hop singers in this town. And so I was just privileged to be with them.
What we did get previous was the backstage antics. So, I want to get to
Oh,
nitty
my
gritty and
God.
like what was going on backstage.
Well, this is what was going on backstage. Sister, go do your thing.
Okay.
I love you. I support you. And feedback I got from the women, one sister in particular, she was new to Las Vegas. She says, I've never been a part of a group of women that supported and loved one another. And I just want to say, Black women, we love each other and we support each other and we're there for each other. It's not all those antics of, she hating on me or she's doing that. The backstage for Give Her the Mic was, I love you, sis, go do your thing. We had tons of fun back there. We were like,
Oh,
your
yeah.
bra showing. Come on, let me fix you up before you go out. Put some lip gloss on.
Right.
It was empowering our sisters to go out there and do the best show.
And I'm going to be honest, I've been to a lot of shows in Vegas and I've experienced a lot of different events where they try to bring people together.
Yes.
But the energy that your show had, Give Her the Mic, it had this blessed energy. It was
Yes.
like, it was something that I haven't felt in a long time since I had left LA or when I was down south or went back east. It was like, I always say, where's the culture in Vegas?
Mhm.
And they say Vegas has a culture, but it's just different.
Mhm.
No, well, that show embodied was the culture I was talking about.
Yes, it was. Well, I'm a witch, so I kind of stood outside and cast a spell.
No.
No, I'm just teasing. But what I did do before the show started, I did go in and I burned some frankincense and myrrh and some sage.
Mhm.
And I prayed to God and to the ancestors. And I just asked that they rest in this place along with the people, that we make them proud, because we're not here because we're so great and fabulous. we're here because we're standing on the shoulders of someone who is no longer here. So I went in before that and I did that ceremony and I just blessed the place the only way that I know how. And you guys came in with your positive energy and it just added to the blessing. And then the artists came on the stage and they just added to the blessing. And so that was the energy that you were feeling there.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna ask you eventually. When you get time, come bless our
Oh,
place.
it'll be my pleasure.
Yeah,
It'll be my pleasure to come and bless.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
just that's what we're missing. We need people, Black people, African people of African descent. We have lost our culture, and we are a spiritual being, and we just need to get back to our roots because everything we need is here on this earth. Our food, our medicine, all of that is here. We just need to go back and get it.
So, what is the first step that we can take as a people to try to start healing and learning what we lost?
In my opinion, if the Black man and the Black woman can come to the understanding that we are not adversaries, that we are on the same team, that is a huge step for us as people because we've been programmed to push each other back, but we have to understand that you're my brother and I'm your sister. And even when I'm not acting sisterly or you're not acting brotherly, you're still my brother and I'm still your sister. And I need to hold a space for you for when you're ready to accept that love. So once we stop pretending like we're adversaries, that's our first step.
I'm from the rib of a true man. You see, I was birthed out of the womb of pure darkness. My ancestors are courage, pain, and truth. And when you look into my eyes, you see love. I'm from cotton gins to jute joints. I'm from green pastures, from laughter to tears. I'm from plantation to migration to segregation. I'm from the land in which all life begins. And when you look into my eyes, you see the shame of white men. I'm the gospel truth sang by Mahalia. I'm the amen in the corner. I'm the Sunday morning church hat. I'm the fat lady singing. And when you look into my eyes, you see life's true meaning. I'm the blues of B.B. King. I'm the soul of Aretha. I'm the jazz of Ella Fitzgerald. I'm the P and the funk. And when you look into my eyes, you see stolen crowns ripped from kings and queens that are longing to be regained. I am a river flowing. I'm clouds soaring. I'm seeds being planted. I'm flowers blooming. I'm the screams in a New York courtroom that is looking for justice. I'm shoes being run over from going to a job that don't pay you. Shh. I'm bloody fingertips of a single Black mother that is always trying to make the two ends meet. I am Black history waiting for you to talk to her. I'm the $2 worth of gas that is in your tank right before payday. I'm the rhythm of an African drum. And when you look into my eyes, you see where I'm from.
We hear this term a lot, the angry Black woman.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, and so how do we get past that point?
Well, first, we have to acknowledge that she does exist.
Okay.
We cannot act like this is a myth. She does exist. It's how we manage our anger. We all get angry. There's the angry Black man, there's the angry Black woman, there's angry Black people. And to be honest, we got a lot of stuff to be angry about. Not necessarily toward each other, but the state of our race and our communities and what they're doing to our young Black boys in the street. So we have a right to be angry. So we have to acknowledge that those things do exist. But I'm not angry at you for my past relationships or my past hurts. I need to come to an understanding of what lesson did I learn, okay? Mm-hmm. Not necessarily be angry with myself, but what lesson did I learn not to be angry with you, but to just grow.
Because like even with me, I would involve some of my personal.
Okay, I'm ready.
Like you can go into a relationship or try to court someone.
Yes.
And you think that everything is going good. Then all of a sudden, this spark from something that happened in their past has now rolled over into the relationship you're in. And a lot of men can't deal with that. That's because true. Women try to make, I'm not going to say all women, some women try to make the new man pay for what the last man did.
Absolutely.
And I think that that's where that angry black woman syndrome or that title has been laced on top of our women.
We have to understand that hurt people like to hurt other people. And if we don't take the opportunity to do your work, male and female, do your work, I think we rush into other relationships. We don't take the time out to say, okay, I really screwed that up. What was my portion in the involvement of the relationship severing? We don't necessarily spend that time to get to know ourselves. We don't like to be alone. And when you are, there's a difference from being alone and being lonely. Alone is a temporary state in which you need to grow. Lonely is needing companionship. We need that alone time to understand what our part was and what we need to do to be better. So we got to do our work, male and female.
I want to talk about your CD.
Phoenix Rising.
Miss China, Phoenix Rising. So what was the inspiration for that?
Well, actually, by being an artist, a spoken word artist, people were saying, I want to take you home with me. I said, well, it's not that type of show. So I'm not sure what you mean. And it was just an opportunity for me to get into a space, a quiet space, and just give my poetry legs to go home with people. It wasn't necessarily something that sparked the project. It was just something that needed to happen. Right now, Phoenix Rising, it kind of was a rush job. I don't think it was my best foot forward, but I'm in the studio again, and I'm working on it with some really nice musicians.
Okay.
And we're going to have some live bands with it. I'm trying to do some collaboration with some other awesome women to really put out the product that I want to be passionate about, that I love. I'm passionate about that because that's my first one. Some people don't even have that. Okay, but the second part of it, the Phoenix is still rising, would be much more personal project.
I bet, like, because your shows are entertaining.
Thank you.
Very entertaining.
Thank you. I like people to get their money's worth.
Yeah, funny,
Yes.
edgy,
Yes.
but it's the right edge, you know, and it's balanced. And that's what I like. But what made you want to go into poetry?
I actually have been writing all of my life. I'm a writer, director, producer of shows, plays, one-woman shows. But I started writing poetry on a bet. A guy was, he was a poet. He was an artist. And I listened to him and I said, that was just whack. He said, you can't do any better. I said, I bet you $10 I can. And so I sat there and I wrote something. And I read it and everybody said, she did you, dog. She did you. And then I said, I like this. I like this poetry, this spoken word art form. It's different from the short stories or the plays or the other things that I've been writing. And it's been a beautiful outlet for me.
Recently started working at the art center.
Well, I've been working at the West Las Vegas Art Center for about 15 years.
Okay.
The Smith Center.
The Smith, okay, yeah, Smith Center.
Yes, I'm really blessed to be a teaching artist for the Smith Center of Performing Arts here. I'm a Disney musical teaching artist, which means we take Disney musicals into elementary schools and create Disney magic.
Okay.
And then I'm also a teaching artist for the Southern Nevada Wolf Trap program, which means I go into preschools and I bring the art into the preschool setting.
So how was that? I know that's like a joy for you.
It is very fulfilling, is an understatement, because there's the child who needs the show. And then there's the child who has the capacity to fulfill the show.
Right.
So you have those type of children and you're igniting this flame of the arts. I want to sing, but I can't sing. Well, we're just going to put you with the ensemble. And you just sing behind them. And they're like, I can do that? Yes, you can do that. I really want to learn to dance. Okay, well, let me spend this extra time with you to get this choreography down so you may not necessarily be in the front, but you'll be on the stage. And just creating that space for a child to just be is awesome.
I enjoyed my time with you on this.
It's my pleasure. It's my
I
pleasure.
want to thank you, and you're welcome to come back anytime you like.
Thank you so much.
Let everybody know how they can follow you and how they can get a hold of you if they would like to work with you with some of your programs or help you develop new programs to reach out.
Okay. Well, my name is China Hudson. You can find me on Facebook, China Hudson, or you can go to my fan page, Miss China Po Jazz Entertainment, which is also on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Miss China Po Jazz on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm RG Perdue. She's China Hudson.
All right.
You got it.